When thinking about YouTube, what comes to your mind? Maybe a favourite creator that you look up to and admire, such as Linemaker, Minilad and Red Kiwis. Very good and respectable people on the platform. Today we'll be talking about YouTubers that have been fired and whether if it was justified. Now YouTube can be a great platform, from creators being able to almost in any way express their creative freedom. Now some people may see YouTube as a dream job, and to be honest it really is. But what happens when a person gets fired from their dream job? Now looking at the first target of today's video, LeafyIsHere, a man so edgy it got him terminated. Well, personally, I think it was just because of the many videos he made on Pokimane and how it came over to the YouTube guidelines of harassment and bullying. Personally, I think it's silly to say one public figure is bullying another public figure. Just sort of feels like some pathetic high school shit. And let's be honest, he was only making fun of the dumb shit that she's done in the past, such as striking down Bo Black's video because she didn't like it. Bullying to me is someone picking on someone in a mean, aggressive way, like going after someone's looks. The worst thing I can find is Leafy saying Pokimane isn't even that attractive.
Pokimane isn't even attractive. There's really no other way of saying it, she's just not hot, dude. I'm not saying that to fuck with her, I'm not even saying it to fuck with you guys. She's just really not hot.
Which is just his opinion, and isn't really that bad of any kind of insult. Like, oh, Leafy doesn't like Pokimane, and he has a different opinion than me about her looks? That's illegal! My opinion's the only one that matters! The world revolves around me! Listen, tier 3 subs if you're watching this video, the world doesn't revolve around you, and it never will. Some people speculated that Ethan Klein from H3H3 Productions was actually the one that got Leafy's channel terminated. Now to me, I find it quite an interesting take. Some of the stuff, like if you all line it up together, is quite funny to think about, like how Susan Wojcicki, the CEO of YouTube, came to visit Ethan Klein about the issues on YouTube, some being the case of bullying on the site. And what did Leafy get terminated for? The harassment and bullying guidelines. Now I think it may have been possible that Ethan may have manipulated the conversation with Susan and brought up Leafy as an example of someone that can be counted as a bully on YouTube. That is just a personal theory I have myself. In conclusion, do I think Leafy should have been terminated? While he did 100% break the community guidelines, at the same time I do think the guidelines are just BS at the same time. There are actual dangers to the platform that can affect children and YouTube as a company in general. For example, Minilad and Red Kiwis. They have both been exposed for pretty disgusting behaviour due to them being the big horny on YouTube.com. Can I also remind you, it took YouTube over 6 years to ban Linemaker, and in those 6 years many creators brought this to light and showed how Linemaker is a creep and a danger to children, and just in general is mentally unstable and can't be someone to trust. Linemaker's ban on the platform was 100% justifiable, and anyone saying otherwise are just little children that don't know what a paedophile is. Can I remind you also that Leafy came back to YouTube and he was back for less than 6 months and got terminated, where it took YouTube 6 years to ban Linemaker, an actual criminal. Just seems a bit weird to me. I actually forgot to mention this in the video, and this was a bit of a key part of information, and that was the fact that Linemaker did not get terminated by YouTube. In fact, he was the one that actually took down his channel at the beginning, but when he returned to YouTube, YouTube actually did terminate his YouTube channel. But the first channel he owned, the 800,000 subscriber one, he deleted that himself. But credit to YouTube, after his return to YouTube for the final time, he'd actually been terminated quicker. Sure, he was on for the same amount of time as Leafy, but at least they acted quicker this time. And for the people that remember this, when Linemaker made his return, this was when he made a video about a single comment I left on his video.
So here we go. So WackyTV says, interesting how the dislikes are more than the likes, but not a single comment is criticism against you. It is possible that you are going to shadow ban this comment, and if you do, thank you. It will help me in my video for evidence. See, the reason I find these very humorous, and obviously I will be deleting that comment.
Linemaker was the first big channel to shout me out. I'm actually so happy about it. While both creators definitely broke YouTube's terms of service, I think only Linemaker's ban was justified. If I could just think of someone as an example, JStation had a bunch of videos on his channel on children, and the thumbnails were very sexually explicit towards the children. It's also a bit strange that YouTube, the company that banned comment sections if the video had a child in it, allowed this type of content to stay up. How can they take drastic action like this when Destiny, I'd argue and say, did worse things? If your video has a child in that video, your comments will most likely not exist. This is to prevent people leaving creepy comments, even though the people that are creepy can still watch the video. In a way, it's a step in the right direction. But not only that though with Destiny, he also did false copyright claim on LT Cobra and got his video taken down because he didn't like what Cobra was saying about him. Cobra had talked about the thumbnails with children in it and asked a question like, is this guy a nonce? To me, if Destiny was really upset about this, he should have done a community guideline strike, not a copyright strike, because doing that you're just saying you own his content when Cobra YouTuber's video was fair use. Going back to Leafy and Lionmaker, I think Lionmaker should have been banned a long time ago on this platform, where Leafy did break the guidelines, but personally I don't agree with some of the guidelines, so in my opinion I think he should still be up. Now, I'm sure you've heard of this cum nut, JStation. Now, JStation is someone that we all know. He is a guy that makes money over when a celebrity or someone dies. He also made a video such as drinking gay potion, I bought a slave off the dark web, calling Jesus at 3 AM. The reason why these videos are bad is because the drinking gay potion was just literally just well, okay, it just exists. That's the issue. It exists. And the buying a slave off the dark web is just racist. Like me, WackyTV, I love a good bit of banter on YouTube.com. But getting a black friend to be a slave on YouTube for kids to watch just puts a bad taste in my mouth. At the same time, the comments were filled with his young fans being racist towards this guy, because they don't know any better. His next questionable video is calling Jesus at 3 AM. Now, this one's the least bad one, because this one is just him FaceTiming Jesus, but it's what he said at the end of the video which was bad. Word for word, Jay said, "Guys, try FaceTiming Jesus to see if the Lord loves you." To me, this was just a stupid thing to say, because his young fans were saying Jesus isn't answering my call and the Lord doesn't love me. Just some weird shit on Jay's behalf. The only God you should believe in, kids, is Fortnite. And I won't go too deep into these 3 AM videos because they're disgusting videos. I don't like knowing that these poor people were used to get Jay money. Recently, Jay has been terminated from YouTube and left a tweet such as this: "Hello at Team YouTube, my account was terminated, please help, I think this was done in error." Not many people blew this out of the water, to be honest, because I think most people were expecting this. It was only just a matter of time when this would happen. Well, I don't know the specific video or reason to why YouTube took his video down, but I think it was because most of his videos I listed before were still on the platform before his channel was terminated. He has deleted like 3 of the 3 AM videos because of the backlash from the public, but there were still a few up. Now, most people, when they found out about this, celebrated about it and made videos about the subject. My favourite personally is when Keemstar pretends to do what Jay does and calls his dead channel at 3 AM.
There's a big thunder boom! Maybe that's JStation!
They are going to be insane, but tonight, guys,
That's him!
I'm completely alone. It is Canada Day. Everybody's out partying.
That's JStation's voice! JStation! Are you still alive?
After Jay's termination, he also took to Instagram, where he had some questionable takes.
Hey guys, now that I'm banned on YouTube, I just want to say that COVID-19 is fake as fuck. Don't take the vaccine. Don't wear the mask. That shit will kill you if you take that vaccine. Don't take that COVID vaccine. Love you.
Now I have a theory to why I think Jay did this. After his termination, not many people, huge at least, gave it much attention because they know this will most likely be his last bit of attention. I think Jay panicked, not enough people were talking about it, and just said the most retarded shit he could think of. But by doing this, he is literally putting his fans and other people at risk by telling his fans not to wear a mask and the coronavirus is fake. If any of you are a fan of JStation, the coronavirus is real and you should 100% wear a mask when going into shops or meeting anyone. Now, if JStation is going to tell me that the coronavirus is fake, after I know people personally that have had the virus and unfortunately passed away. Now, if people like JStation are going to tell me their deaths aren't real, then this guy can just go fuck himself. Personally, I've been rotting at home for a year now and I've never felt better IRL. In conclusion, with JStation, he 100% should have been terminated, just because making money from people that pass away almost instantly is just sick. Jay, if you're watching this, hi. Also, can't wait for the Colossus Crazy and Nerd City video on you. That might be your next bit of fame. Then after that, may you have a lovely life being unemployed. See ya. Whew, sorry to get a bit off track there towards the end, guys, and get a bit personal. I know my life really sucks. I need sympathy in the comments. Please tell me how you care about me and how you just don't want me to die. Just a quick message for the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel recently. I know a lot of people are new on the channel and I appreciate you subscribing and unsubscribing. I appreciate unsubscribing more because you have common sense. Bye.